Hi everyone, in this video we are going to learn this awesome ascending rock lick. Stay tuned and I'll show you how to do it. In this video then, we're going to learn an awesome rock ascending speed lick. But if you haven't done it already, give the video a like, click subscribe to subscribe to the channel, and click that alert bell so you don't miss any updates. Now this is part number 2. If you haven't already seen part number 1, go and check that video up first, because in the first video, I showed you the building blocks and foundations to be able to play a fast rock lick like this. Also, everything I'm going to cover, you'll find a free PDF workbook in the description below, so make sure you click the link to grab the tab and notation for everything I'll be covering in this lesson. Now, if you've been through video number 1, you'll probably already find your fingers are used to playing some of these patterns. You know, you're building up your speed and that sort of thing. So this is very much an extension of that, and I'm just going to show you how you can use those patterns and play a really nice ascending fast rock lick. As in the last video, we're going to be using picking and hammer-ons and pull-offs, legato playing. When I demonstrate it, I picked it all, but we're going to look at both techniques in this video. Everything we do in this video is going to be based in G major, and all we're going to be essentially doing is taking the patterns from video 1, playing a G major scale up the fretboard, and that is it. Okay, so it's those patterns, but just using notes from G major. So we're going to start off on the 3rd fret on the B string, and we're going to play 3 5 7 3 5 7, and that's part number 1. Okay, then we're going to move up to the 5th fret and play 5 7 8 5 7 8. Like I said, all these notes are just from G major. 3 5 7 3 5 7 5 7 8 5 7 8. So just try that round and round first, just to get used to moving. And legato. Okay, so practice that first, the shift between each of these patterns. As I go up this, I definitely recommend doing that, just taking them in 2 chunks, if you like, and practice the moves between them. So after we've done that one, we're going to do this. 7, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10. So I'd practice the move between the 5, 7, 8 and the 7, 8, 10. So from the beginning, and all picked. Then we're going to move up, we're going to play 8, 10, 12. So I'm going to practice the move from 7, 8, 10 up to 8, 10, 12. Okay, so very much as I'm going through this quickly, it's important to break those sections down. Every time you have a move, just practice, isolate that, and practice going round and round those moves. So the first one is going to be 3, 5, 7 to 5, 7, 8. Round and round those. Then 5, 7, 8 to 7, 8, 10. Just go round and round to get used to moving. And the same for the next one, 7, 8, 10 to 8, 10, 12. Because what you'll find then is when you put it all together, it's going to be a lot easier. So let me go back to the beginning and play up to where we ended. And I'll do the same thing legato. Okay, so far we're playing exactly the same thing on both strings, which is great. This is probably the most tricky part coming up now. We're going to play 10, 12, 13, 10, 12, 14. So this next little bit is definitely the most awkward. So go round that. I like to use index, middle, 3rd, index, middle, pinky. So I'm going to practice now the move from 8, 10, 12 up to that one. And then the next part is a little bit tricky. The next move up we're going to make, we're going to play 12, 13, 15, 12, 14, 15. And there's our G root. 12, 13, 15, 12, 14, 15. So just go around that, that's tricky. And I like to use index, middle, little finger, index, ring finger, little finger. So now I'm going to practice the awkward part. This is definitely the worst part of this entire ascending lick. So just isolate this and go round and round. So we're going to do 10, 12, 13 on the B, 10, 12, 14 on the E, 12, 13, 15 on the B, 12, 14, 15 on the high E. And let's just go over and over that because this is the tricky part. Let me just slow that right down because this bit is tough. Definitely the most awkward part of this lick, but anything where you find you're having trouble and you're struggling, just slow it down and isolate it like that. So let's move on. The next part is going to be 13, 15, 17, 14, 15, 17. So 13, 15, 17 on the B, 14, 15, 17 on the high E. So as I said, I'm going to move to the one below as I've done with all the others and just go round and round that. And then to finish the lick off, we're basically going to do where we started, only up an octave. So 15, 17, 19, 15, 17, 19. And then finish on our root note, the 15th fret on the high E string, just to round the lick off. Okay, so let me do the one a little bit lower. So we're going to do 13 on the B, 15 on the B, 17 on the B, 14, 15, 17 on the high E. And then up to the 15, 17, 19 one. And I'm going to go round and round. And then finish on a root note to round the lick off. Now fingering, it all gets a bit tight up that area of the neck. You can see I use a couple of different fingers there. Use whatever feel comfortable for you. I quite like on that one to keep using my pinky, but if you prefer to bring in your ring finger for the 15, 17, 19, you can do that. So what I'm going to do now, let me just go right back to the beginning and play that entire ascending lick for you. So that was picking. Let me do the same using legato. Okay, so let's do this with a metronome so we get a solid sense of time. I'm going to start at 60 BPM. I'm just going to do it picked for this example, and that all sounds like this. Okay, so that is it at 60 BPM, and I'm playing triplets, which are 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So basically every time you start a new pattern, so your first finger is always hitting the beat. So we're going to get 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, okay, because it's 3 notes, it works itself out really, really nicely when you play it like that. So let's speed that up a bit. Here it is now at 80 BPM, and this time I'll do legato. Okay, that was 80 BPM legato. As I've mentioned in the other video with regards to speeding it up, do the same thing. Start slowly and gradually build it up bit by bit. Don't jump up 20 BPM like what I've done. A couple of BPM up to 5 BPM in increment is going to be enough. And find where your top tempo is and sort of just work on it at that sort of speed. Don't go trying to play this too fast so it sounds like a big mess. You want it to be clear and precise. Let me speed that up a little bit more. I'm going to do it now at 100 BPM. Okay, and that's the lick. Now, absolutely, you can really push the speed. I played it pretty fast when I introed it at the beginning of the video, but totally take it slowly, gradually, build up the speed, clean and precise, not fast and sloppy. Also, with something like this ascending kind of pattern, you know, you wouldn't have to play the entire thing. You could be soloing, for example, say around about this kind of area, the 7th fret. I think I want to get higher. You know, and just use it as sort of a pathway between different pentatonic scales or different areas of the neck or whatever you're doing, okay? So don't always think that you have to play a big, long lick like this. You can certainly, you know, break it into chunks. Same sort of thing if I was playing down this area of the neck, the 3rd fret. I want to get higher. I want to get higher again. Okay, so you can use this pathway between different areas of the neck, not just as a whole lick, but it does sound great as an entire lick as well. Okay, so that is an ascending rock lick. There's going to be other parts of this where I'm going to show you other ways to go up and down the neck as well. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did enjoy it, click the like button, click subscribe to the channel, and click the alert bell so you don't miss any updates. All that is tabbed out and is free, is a free PDF for you to download. You'll see the link in the description below. If you enjoyed that lesson, you can get plenty more from myself over at my online guitar school, Fretlix, www.fretlix.com. There's a ton of courses, lessons, and I do live streams every couple of weeks. Hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you again soon.